Hi guys, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at the addition and subtraction of complex numbers and a bit of multiplication as well. Okay, so we normally label complex numbers with the letters Z1, Z2 and sometimes W. And what we're saying is if we add two complex numbers together, so Z1 and Z2, then what we have is Z1 plus Z2, easy enough. And all we do is we take the real parts and the imaginary parts, we add them together, and that's it. So it looks really complicated. It isn't. It's just like normal algebra where we get the numbers together and we get the i's together and then we're done. Okay, so here we have Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, Z2 is equal to 1 plus 5i, evaluate Z1 plus Z2. So all we do is Z1 plus Z2. Well, Z1 is 2 plus 3i. Okay, so I normally put it in a bracket, so 2 plus 3i is your first bracket. And we've been asked to add Z2 to it, and Z2 is here, so that's 1 plus 5i, stick it in the bracket. And all we do then is we just get the numbers together, so we can get the brackets out. There's nothing to do with the brackets. We end up with 2 plus 3i plus 1 plus 5i. And now we get the numbers together, so we've got 2 plus 1. Okay, I'll just circle them for you. 2 plus 1 will give us 3. And then the imaginary bits, we've got plus 3i here, plus 5i is plus 8i. And that means we finish it, we've got 3 plus 8i, and we're done. Now, if I'd had Z1 minus Z2 here, I'd do exactly the same thing. So Z1 again is 2 plus 3i, put in a bracket, minus Z2, which is 1 plus 5i. So the only thing that's changed here is this plus has become a minus here. But when we get this out now, we've got minus 1 times this bracket. So the 2 plus 3i will stay the same. So 2 plus 3i. And what I now have is minus times 1, which is minus 1. And I also have minus times 5i, which becomes minus 5i. Okay, so just be careful if it's a takeaway or a subtraction. What we have to do is we have to change the signs on this bracket here. Again, we collect them together, so I'll do it in green and blue again for you. So green, there's a real number. There is another real number. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And then what we have here, the blues, we get plus 3i minus 5i is minus 2i. And then our answer is 1 minus 2i. So hopefully that makes a bit of sense, lads. Okay, for the second one here, just going to do another one. It's Z1 minus Z2. So let's do that one again. So we've got 8 plus 6i is Z1. Minus, we've got 4 plus 2i. Remember what I said in the last one, that this now is going to change the signs of this bracket. So I have 8 plus 6i, that doesn't change. Minus 4 and minus 2i. If you're not sure why, minus 1 times 4 is minus 4. Minus 1 times positive 2i is minus 2i. Let's just circle them again, guys. So we've got blue for this one for the real numbers. So 8 minus 4 is 4. And then I'll use green for the imaginary numbers. We have 6i minus 2i, which is plus 4i. So this here now is altogether 4 plus 4i, and we are done. Okay, sometimes what we can do is we can multiply by a real number. So as you can see here, what we have is if z is equal to 4 plus 2i, find 3z. Well, that's really straightforward. So we know that z is equal to 4 plus 2i. So if it's 3z, so 3z is just 3 lots of 4 plus 2i. So it's 3 lots of this. So all we do is we say it's equal to 3 multiplied by the 4 plus 2i. And we do exactly what we'd normally do in algebra. We multiply this out with this out with this, and we are done. So we have 3z is equal to, and we have 12 plus 6i, and that would make sense if you think about it, because it's going to be 3 times as big. 3 times bigger than 4 is 12, and 3 times bigger than 2i is 6i. Minus 5z, I'll just come to the side here, so minus 5z, exactly the same idea. So it's equal to minus 5 times the z here, which was 4 plus 2i. So the 4 plus 2i comes from here, that's the z, minus 5 times that, and we're going to do exactly what we did down here. Minus 5 times 4 is minus 20, minus 5 times 2i is minus 10i. So this is equal to minus 20 minus 10i, and we are done, boys. And that's minus 5z is equal to that. Okay. Next thing we're going to look about is what's called a translation or a dilation. Okay, so if we add two numbers together, then it's a translation. So if we add the two z1 plus z2, then that becomes a translation. If we multiply by a real number, which is what we did in the last slide, then that is a dilation. Okay, so it's very, very straightforward. So what we have here, it says plot z1, z2, z3 on an Argan diagram. Okay, let's have a look here. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hopefully that'll be enough. So we've got z1, which is 2 plus 4i, so 2 in the real vote, plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's up there. So I'm going to do that one in blue. So 2 plus 4i is here. Okay, that's that one, just so you can show it's blue. Next one I'll do in red, which is 2 plus 3i. So 2 plus 3i is just underneath it, which is here. Okay, so that there is the red one. The next one is minus 1 plus 2i. I'll do that in green. So minus 1 plus 2i. So I'll just show you how that works out. So minus 1 plus 2i. Yeah, so that's the green one. So I'll just label that one for you now, boys. Yeah. And then we have w, okay, which is 1 plus I. And 1 plus I, I'll do that in yellow, is here. Okay, so hopefully you can see that all those have been plotted. Then we have to add some of these together and evaluate some of them. So z1 plus w. So z1 plus w. Okay, if we do that, we write down what z1 is. Z1 is 2 plus 4i. So let's change that one over. So we've got 2 plus 4i plus w. Well, w, if you have a look over here, is 1 plus I. So let's get that one sorted. So 1 plus I. And if we add them together, remember, that just get rid of those brackets, 2 plus 4i plus 1 plus I. And we have 2 plus 1, which is 3. And we have 4i plus another I, which is 5i. So we've got 3 plus 5i. If we do z2 plus w, okay, z2 is equal to 2 plus 3i. And again, w is equal to 1 plus I. Get rid of the brackets, we're going to end up with 2 plus 3i plus 1 plus I. And again, add the real ones together, you get 3, and we're going to get plus 4i. Okay. Next thing we got is z3. So just quickly do that. z3 plus w. Getting the whole idea of what's going on here. So we've got minus 1 plus 2i. So minus 1 plus 2i plus 1 plus I. Get rid of the bracket. So we've got minus 1 plus 2i plus 1 plus I. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0, so we've got 0. And then we have plus 3i. Now it says to plot them on the Argan diagram. Okay, so plot it on the Argan diagram. So the first one is 3 plus 5i. I'm going to use green for this, and I'll just use a cross. 3 plus 5i is up here. Okay, and the next one is 3 plus 4i. I'm going to use a blue one for this, so that one there, 3 plus 4i is here. And the next one is 0 plus 3i, and I'm going to use a red one for that as a plus. So that one's going to be here. And you can see what's happened is that this has moved to here, this has moved to here, and this has moved to here, and they have all translated. So that's just a translation what's happened here because we've added them. So it's a translation. Okay, the last one, it says add these together, evaluate the following. I'm going to do the number 3, and I'm going to let you guys then have a go at it. Okay, so I'm going to do number 3. This is the first question on the exercise. We've got 3z1 plus 2z2. So z1 is equal to 7 plus 5i. z2 is equal to 2 plus I. So we've got 3 times z1, which is 7 plus 5i. Okay. Plus 2 lots of z2, and z2 is 2 plus I at the top there. Multiply it out, so 3 times 7, 3 times 5i. And that is 21 plus 15i, plus, and the other one is going to be 4 plus 2i. Collect the numbers together, collect the i's together. So what we have here now is 21 plus 5 is 25, 15i plus 2i is 17i, and we are done. Okay, so hopefully you can get the rest of them. Any issues, give me a shout.